Hi, this is Raj Kumar Pal, and today's video I'm going to share my perspective on the specific kind of situation where I have recently I come across that if you are doing something or if you try to accomplish something very important for us in our job or in our life, and what if what is the what we can do when we have no any option to get rid of that, and there is only option that we have to must go through that situation or the scenario. For example, if you are blocked over time for a specific kind of project or the task or activity, uh, no matter what the activity is, but it is a tremendous time, like if we blocked 1 hour of time in that is from our free time, and if we opted to work accordingly, and all of sudden it's something happen that which is could not be also non-negotiable, like where your old friends come to your home all of sudden, or something people or something, the situation where you have been through with all of them in a once in a time or twice in a time, and you have great fun doing everything with them, and they come to your home or they comes in your situation where you have blocked. It is very important to us. So how can to deal, or how can we deal that thing? And though whatever your activity is doing, it is a activity like it has a tremendous reward behind that. So whether we should go for doing that activity, or we should embrace, or we should be a part of that situation, whether it is a place, people, or environment, or what to choose. And this is the critical thing become for us, because we can choose only one thing, because we not tell our friend directly just you go away and go outside. That is the very rude thing to do, and even we don't want to lose them also, and we figuring out that you become like a very crazy man. So this is also not a good thing. So what we should do, so instead of beating up ourselves and feeling of guilt or regret that I am lacking behind my activity or task, but sometime the uncertainty is comes in the picture, and the uncertainty or the unconditional stuff is always have own risk, and we have to be prone to that. And so what I did is that I, with sanity, I go through the embracing that uncertainty. And what I feel is that the whatever I'm was regretting on, or the making beating up myself for not doing my profound or very important high impact task which is giving me the reward or the growth, but I calculated on based on that this is the everything every day I have to do or I am doing already. And but this scenario is comes once a while, at least twice or 3 months or 4 months, like that. So at that time there is no point to make or force ourselves to finish other professional tasks, because this is the recurring thing and this is the once in a while stuff. So it is easily, so we can embrace it and we can move forward with that. This is the one thing I would like to tell share about that. Second thing is that each and every person on this planet earth, everybody has a struggle, everybody has a pain in a different area of life. And so how we deal with the struggle or the constraints or the limitations or the challenges, the complexity, the uncertainty, the chaos, the entropy, whatever the case or whatever the struggling we are. And the one common thing for middle class people and who are trying to go beyond their mediocre level is like a financial constraint is one of the biggest constraints. Though finance has a very uh, immense tool that it can solve most of the problem which is bothering us on top of our head, and we can move forward once we settle down financial thing. But the one thing is we not understanding is that it is a like money or the or or the finance or money amount of money is like we have to think as it is a flow of the energy, because if the money is only growing or um, uh, going to become more is by just rotating it in a like a energy or in a flow. We cannot put aside like a lot of money and we can solve all this problem. This is the one thing. But if we think as it is a flowing of the energy, and we try to use it and reuse it and recycle it and reinvest it, and we in a reinvest it in a growthful manner, then it is going to help us a lot. The third thing is what I would like to say is that, do we really ruining our life, because we dealing with the hundred of stimulus in our day-to-day activities. Even we taking more than a 30,000 decisions every day. So what the stimulus is kind of anything that is grab our attention, and we likely to be working on that, acting on that in sense of behavioral pattern, like speaking or communicating or conveying or we moving, taking and giving, sharing, like this all the continuous process, but in an entertainment way, like not watching only movie or the watching games or the reading, playing games, pursuing a hobby. But if the stimulus is so playful and so dopamine driven stimuli is like checking our emails, replying to our messages, replying to our text messages or the WhatsApp messages, or suddenly replying to our notifications comes in our phone, or this any push notification. If we entertaining all this kind of stimuli, which is building up building up the cases of the ruining our time, ruining our important uh, time blocking or important stuff on the same time. So how to deal with that? And if, because we never asking ourselves question, we never try to pause on that stimulus, because there is a stimulus, there is a response, and there is always a back and forth continuous process is going on, a stimulus and response in our choices. And if the stimuluses are disturbing us, daunting us, and making us frustrate on ourselves, or making us bullshit to ourselves, then those stimulus are not good. And anything we looking for the outcome as a behavior or the action is directly proportional to the stimuli what we are responding to or how we reacting to. There is a good thing said by the Jack Canfield, that event plus response is equal to outcome. What event may be the different scenario, thousands of scenario, and how we respond is only thing we can control, which is in our mind. If we respond proactively, consciously, thoughtful manner, the output is directly going to impact us what we are desire to, what we are try to do. And one last thing is that I would like to share is that, instead of complaining, arguing, judging, or making pre-assumptions, or always we try to fix something, change something, need something to do, or we wish to do everything in accordance with our thing, and this will not move us forward in our desired state. So instead of complaining, blaming, mourning everything, we should look on the other side, because grass is always greener on the other side, where it is poured by the water, or the water has been provided to it. So how can we this struggle or the complaints or the blamings, can we turn it in a fruitful manner? The one best thing is that we must take account of the being grateful, instead of we boggling down on the struggle or the pain what we trying to avoid. If we look beneath that, and if we ask ourselves that what is the good thing that this struggle or the pain is revealing to us, what areas of the our life uh, which is triggering us to make something change or do something out of the box, so that this struggle become our strength. because growth is only going to happen when we make ourself, our old identity, our old perceptions, our old way of thinking, old way of being, old way of looking to the world or looking to the our life. It is going to be killed slowly and slowly, because growth is nothing but the dying of the old self. Old sim in the sense of our behavior, in our actions, in our choices, in our routines, in our habits, in our programmed conditions, programmed by the social culture, what we are following blindly out of automation or out of automatic responses to the upcoming stimulus. So this will require a tremendous amount of energy, because there is always a hormones or the chemical, because our biology based on our chemicals, and what we try to gain output as a physical, as a materialistic, as a tangible or intangible, this requires the breaking of this old bonded we are running through our life up until our life, because scientifically there is a bond, and whenever any bond is going to have broken, this requires an enormous amount of energy. And if we never work, if we never exercise properly and we try to start exercise, so we have to kill our old self, which is directly proportional to starting of exercise or doing something change, which is going to be die. It must be killed and it must be go down, and for that to happen we have to stop something, we have to break something, we have to say no to something, we have to take some we have to create a boundary to something or somewhere or some place or with someone. So this all requires a little bit of effort, and this brings ultimately the smaller changes or the smaller breaking of energy, and that energy then build up, try to build up your new sense of identity, where you can gradually start exercising or gradually start meditating or gradually start writing or gradually make something happen. Because the same thing is what I'm making video on a everyday basis, is that this is my killing old identity of which is stopping me to make this video, because I have a lot of grudges and negative emotions when it's come to making videos, speaking in English. I judge myself, what will the people will say, I try to always make something perfect, then all these things is now gradually downgrading to the his death self, and then the growth is immerse, and then it's multiply and then compound, and it go exponentially, where we even not thought of ourselves, how we change ourselves, how we become the new version, how we become the new persons. So this all about today's video, and I will come for the next topic tomorrow. Thank you.